Hey everybody, Lisa Walker here. I wanted to talk to you guys today. Actually, I was going to talk to you I took a walk this morning because I thought it wouldn't feel like I was at the gates of hell, but it did anyway. It was so sticky hot. It was awful. But we did just over a mile, so I mean, I was wanting to do two, but one is better than none, which was what happened yesterday. We had the storms and all that, and by the time I went out yesterday, or wanted to go out yesterday, it was too hot. So, anywho's, so I was gonna type all this out because it's, but it was just too much to type out. So this is what I'm talking about with personal growth, okay? So normally I'm a very opinionated person, and once I have my mind made up, it takes a whole lot for me to change my thoughts on it. But I don't know if it was yesterday or the day before. I know I wasn't in the room, and when I came back in, Kevin said something to me. And I mean, I think my jaw hit the floor, and I was like, oh my God, that makes sense. So let me tell you it's about. It's about the mask situation, okay? So when everything started to happen with COVID, and I didn't have my own thoughts as to the severity of what it was or anything like that. Sorry, I'm going to turn this thing off. That, I was just like, okay, I'll wear the mask because I don't know what's going on. And I am not a medical professional, as y'all know by now. So I didn't realize, was the mask supposed to be protecting me? Was it protecting others? Was it protecting both parties? And then you start hearing all of this stuff about, oh, it doesn't really work, or this one does, but this one doesn't, or it helps the other person and it doesn't help you. So if you're not sick, blah, blah, blah. I mean, y'all know I stopped listening to the news and I was just frustrated with all the nonsense. But I started to think that the masks were a little ridiculous. And part of it is because I can't even breathe in the darn things. I did that one video where it was sounded, pardon me, like Darth Vader. My glasses were fogging up and all the nonsense. And I was like, honestly, I went to Schnucks once without it because I forgot. And I thought it was in my car and it wasn't, and all that kind of stuff. And I was just like, I was odd man out, but I was like, that didn't really bother me. But now flash forward to yesterday or the day before, and Kevin was just like, how you were saying that you should be able to make up your own mind on the mask situation, blah, blah, blah. And I was just like, yeah. And he goes, well, he must have just heard it on the news. Again, I had walked away. But this might make you change your mind as well. So I was all about go America. We have a right to our own opinion and we can make our own decisions and all of that. And he goes, this person, whoever was talking, it wasn't like we were enlightened on our own. Somebody else said it. But they said, think of cigarettes. And how back in the day, doctors were smoking in hospitals. And if you can hear the music in the background, again, I don't have any rights to it. It's just on. But think about, people could smoke anywhere. You could smoke in the car with an infant. I think moms might have even smoked when they were pregnant. I don't know, but there's a lot of smoking going on way back when, right? And then they changed the rules or the laws that you couldn't smoke inside. Why is that? Well, because people like me that don't smoke and never smoked, first of all, I think the smell is awful. Sorry, not sorry. It's disgusting. I've seen what it does to people's houses. We had a neighbor that they all smoked like they were in a competition to see who could choke down the most cigarettes in a day. And their white walls, everything was yellow and everything was dingy and icky and it felt awful in the house. And then we started to learn that secondhand smoke could be as deadly to people that have certain health issues or allergies or whatever. So what happened? Do the people that want to smoke, can they still smoke? Yes. But they have to do it outside or in a designated area to protect those of us that don't want to be around the smoke, to protect us from their bad habits, right? So in that perspective, I was just like, okay, so it's not like my rights are taken away. If I don't want to wear a mask, then I shouldn't go to Costco. Am I going to wear a mask by myself in the car and look like a moron that doesn't understand the concept? No, ain't going to happen. Am I going to put a mask on when I'm taking the dog for a walk and outside? Nope, that's not going to happen either. But now I can be respectful of the thought process that even if I don't believe in it, if it's going to make somebody else feel better and it's just for a little, run through the grocery store, then it's not going to kill me to wear it. Now, do I really think it's working? That's yet to be, discovered, I suppose. I'm not 100% that it's working, but it's not 100% in my mind that it's not working. So, with that being said, I don't know if that has made you guys look at it from a different point of view, or if you were already on the go mask, train or not. I know I wasn't. And like at the mall, it was maybe 50-50 as far as customers wearing or not wearing a mask. So, and I know the St. Louis City and County has changed it to if you're in public, you have to wear it again. And I'm assuming that's from numbers spiking, but then we can go down that rabbit hole of like, well, of course numbers are spiking because more people have access to the tests now. So, I mean, that's kind of a, catch-22 if you ask me. But the whole thing is that when he put it in the perspective of, smokers not being able to smoke inside, it wasn't taking away their right to smoke, just where they could smoke, to protect others. So with that being said, I will be a good girl and put on my mask in public places. So anyway, hopefully that helps you guys see. And the reason why I had said something about growth in my message is because before you would have never been able to convince me of another point of view. I always just like, my point of view is my point of view, and I'm not going to change your opinion any more than you're going to change mine. And, so be it. But I am trying very hard to not be so opinionated. And it's a struggle sometimes. But anyway, now you see why I came to you in a video rather than trying to type it all out. Because I don't think it would have, I don't even know if it came across the right way in speaking it. So trying to type it all out, I'm sure it would have been like, oh, good Lord. So, if you guys have a perspective on the mask, not like conspiracy theory, but like, and this is going to be my guess. Any of you all that are my nurse friends are be like, yeah, you got to wear a mask. What the hell's the matter with you? Duh. And then there's going to be people like me like, I can't breathe. I don't want to wear a mask. It's hot. I'm going to pass out. Because that's honestly how I feel. I could barely walk in this damn heat without a mask, let alone wearing a mask. So anyway, I would love to hear what you guys think about the whole mask situation, and if this insight made you shift your thoughts a little bit. So think of it as the people that used to be able to smoke anywhere they want now being put into specific places where they can kill themselves slowly with poison. I'm sorry, I had to say it. So anyway, everybody have a great day. Stay cool because it's gonna be hot. It's already hot this morning. So, all right, take care. Have a good day, everybody, and I will talk to y'all soon. Bye.